Hi everybody. It's nighttime now. I am at the moonlit sacred circle, as I call it, or full moon, or cycles of the moon. We have a really interesting half quarter moon. It's big and harvesty looking, even though she's only half full. I came out to light some more candles, say some more prayers. I got half of the work that I needed to get done, so I'm going to be up all night to finish it. I am going to try to soak in the tub after this is done, because I've literally been in my leg for 3 days without really any, a little bit here and there. I did lay down for 3 hours this afternoon, only because my German Shepherd, Sirius Sassafras Savek, laid his head on my elbow and put his paw across my chest, and I believe it was his way of saying, "Mama, it's time to get some rest." But we will know. What's happening tomorrow is supposed to be only 15 minutes long, and we really, 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 really need it to be positive. We need the answer, yes, basically. That's all I can say. And the woods are definitely alive tonight. I have a lot of acorns coming down, and the peepers are out in full form. So it's really beautiful out here. So I'm going to turn it around and actually see. There's my altar. For some reason, all candles, I don't know if there's a focus enhancer off. Okay. There. Like I said, I am a newbie to filming stuff, very much so. But I just thought that it was important, and you can see the lanterns are lit and my pumpkin. So I went over there already and said my nighttime devotionals, if you want to call them that. I'd love to show, I'm going to really quick, my neighbor's lights are just gorgeous. They have these lights that run all the way down their property, and they're showing up white, but they're actually green and red. They're really pretty. We have some new neighbors, and I like the fact that they like lights, because my entire deck is lit up. Yeah, so I have my incense spout going. Like I said, if you all could just keep me in your thoughts and prayers tonight, and if there's any way that you could think about me tomorrow, I think like around 3 p.m. is when it's gonna go on, and I promise, regardless of what happens, negative or positive, I will let everybody know what is going on. And I'm sorry for being so cryptic, but until we get an answer, my husband has asked me not to, put it out on social media. But I do believe in the power of prayers. I have a lot of Wiccan friends. Patty, my medium, I would really like your blessing. Trisha, if you could say some prayers. Tara, you know I love you. And for all my other friends who worship in your own way, I would appreciate your prayers. There's no judgment in Wicca. We don't judge other religions. We don't judge other people. There's no judgment among ourselves. And like I said, there's nothing evil about this. There's no worshiping the devil or anything like that. It's all basic earthbound. We're plants and protecting our Mother Earth, the animals, right down to the little toads, as you saw this morning, which I thought was really interesting. Here we go again. Sorry, I said interesting about 100 times on that video. Everything is interesting. I think this is interesting. There is a lot of precious things. There's a little bit of the woods. I'll try to show you. I don't want to interrupt my neighbors, but it's the house. And you can kind of see some of my fancy lights. I got those neat lights, the meteor lights. I think those are neat. There, I said neat instead of interesting. And there's the other, down there's the big sacred circle, the first place that I put my mark, if you want to say. So it's really, really, really beautiful here. Very beautiful. Maybe sometime, if things work out, I'll be able to have friends over. I do tarot readings, and I do spiritual work if anybody is having any problems. I do read. I do house blessings, and I also rid homes and places and things and people of things that are not so nice. But you can call me or message me directly if that's something that you ever need help with. Not that I'm trying to advertise. I'm just letting people know that I do take Wicca very seriously, and I have been practicing since 1993. While I was pregnant with Tommy, my first son. I also think that's why me and Tommy are so close, not to mention that I had him for 5 years before Kiana came along, and then 10 months later Ashton came along. So our relationship was different. So I'm going to walk down to the other circle only because I don't want to interrupt my neighbors. And there goes one of my candles, and there goes one of my stones. Not always easy to maneuver. Normally I have my big lantern. I don't just have this. So as I take us with my flashlight in hand, I am going to try to hold the phone up, and that's the moon. I'm going to try to get her. Now that's her through the trees. She's absolutely gorgeous tonight. She's got that harvest glow for half the moon or the first quarter. She's got that harvest glow. Just beautiful. And as you can hear, all the peepers are out. And I noticed that one of the nice things is all summer long the nights were damp and cold. June especially, and even in July. Tonight it's actually warm, and there's no dampness, and I also noticed that there's no dew tonight. So it's very nice. So here's the woods. If anybody should see anything interesting that I don't see when I review the video, there's my home. I do think this teepee is neat. I am quite proud of it. I started it 2 winters ago, wandering around the woods. It started as an exercise because I don't get the exercise with my leg in the wintertime that I do in the summertime. There's no really walking, and so it became a project. And I can't tell you how many, but there's a good outer wall and a good inner wall. I just need to figure out how to tarp that, or figure out a way to do a roof so we don't get water, and better tarp the sides. Thomas is going to help. And then I also started putting some rocks around the bottom just to kind of give it that interesting look. But my point is, my grandchildren, being in North Carolina, I have never been able to have a fort out in the woods or play. And as you can see, we're not, let me turn it back down. We're not that far from the house. And my husband invested a lot of money in lights, and they can all be turned on by the app on your phone, except for me, because I'm dumb and can't figure it out. I'm an 80s child. I'm technically ill advanced, but, and you can see all the eggs I hung. Like I said, I wanted it to be a magical place that they could dream unicorns or whatever they wanted to do, whatever they want to play, and I want to be a part of it. And you see, there are leaves. I do need to clean it out, and unfortunately there is some water. I have a little table, a little lantern, another little lantern. It looks very pretty lit up. But, you know, like I said, I would estimate there's over 1,000 branches here. And it just became this project that I had to finish, I had to do, because I knew that my grandchildren would be here. I am going to get, once we get it dry, I'm going to get what they call horse mats. They put in the stalls for the horse, and then I'm going to tarp over that, and then I'm going to get some chair cushions so it'll be comfortable for them to sit. But it's really, really beautiful here. I love it. I love being here. There she is again. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there's my goddess. So again, if everybody could say their prayers for me and think of me tomorrow around 3 p.m., I would forever, ever feel grateful. And if you ever need prayers from me or any type of spiritual work, please don't message me. Don't be afraid, no matter what it is. No matter if it's a trivial thing. A lot of times we buy things from antique stores and yard sales, and sometimes items come with attachments. Let's just call it that. And sometimes those attachments aren't very nice. Other times they can be, but it's not good to have an attachment. They have their place, and we have our place, and that's the law of things, and that's the way it's meant to be. It's not meant to be that they come into our world. And I mean, we have our mediums who have glimpses and can talk to them as but sometimes, like I said, things come with attachments, and attachments aren't good. And I'm pretty good at ridding them and sending them back where they belong. I do believe I was very close to death the day I had my accident. I honestly should not be here. I should not be here. But I am. I will always believe an angel went inside me. There is no way a 13-year-old girl would have known to grab a hold of... I didn't grab a hold of anything. I put all my weight on my good leg and pulled my leg out of the PTO shaft. It was mangled already. And then at the same time, pushed off of the tractor, and we were doing stop, drop, roll in school for fire prevention. So that's kind of what I did in midair. I tucked my head in fetal position and knew that I was going to have to roll out of the way of the manure spreader. Yes, that's what it was going on. I was riding on the back of a tractor after watering calves. Calves are little, almost heifer baby cows. It was a milk farm. And, well, it was, I landed hard, but the other person that was on the tractor saw me go down, and I was administered help. And what is interesting is my brother-in-law to be, Pat Lanin, is actually the one who assisted me in getting me to getting me to Brooks Hospital, and they decided to send me to Children's. Unaware of really the severity of my accident, my mother really did not have a clue what was going on until we got to Children's, and at the same time, Tommy was not doing well himself because of the severity of what happened. He wasn't doing well. Wow, my light just went out. Well, no more flashlight. Thank God the lights are on so I can see the path. Yes, most people would be kind of nervous about being out in the woods in the dark, but I pretty much know my path, and I know where my things are, so, but anyway, I wanted to kind of show what it's like out here at night, and it's absolutely beautiful. And if anybody caught anything, let me know. Every now and then I get an image of a child and a woman, so I don't really know the history of this land. I would like to research it given the chance. I only know a little history of the house, but I don't know the actual history going back, like, 1800s, that far back, the history of the land. And that's another thing, land soaks the history up. What happens on land, good or bad, gets soaked into the soil. A lot of farmers know that. But my legs are so sore, but I have to get back into the house and get back into the mode of getting this project done. My daughter, Kiana Cheyenne, has been an incredible, incredible help. None of this would be going on without her. I love her. I left her a little something on her bed to say thank you. She likes the Nightmare Before Christmas. Anyway, Oogie Boogie, the green. I got her a Hot Topic, basically a coin purse collectible, and inside of it is a special rare coin, and a Marine Corps emblem, because she hopes to be a Marine. Her brothers are Marines. Tommy is a Master Sergeant. I hope I said that right. Probably not. Ashton is a sergeant. I really can't say where they are because sometimes they get upset with me on social media because of the fact that China's tracking everything, and Saudi Arabia and everybody else. But anyway, they're Marines. I'm very proud of them. They're stateside right now. I can say that Tommy just came back from Africa. He did a tour in Africa. I'm very proud of my boys. I'm very proud of both my boys. Sometimes as a mom, we praise, one child a little deeply, a little more, and the other children get a little upset about it. And I never mean to do that. I love all my children the same. But I was saying I have a different relationship with Thomas J. because we had 5 years. It was just him and me. And that's different when you have one child for 5 years, and then Kiana came into the picture. Oh, she's just beautiful. I was so blessed to have my daughter. And Kiana Cheyenne, my dolls were all named that. So she, Tom liked the name. And it was a good thing because there was no changing that. And then Ashton Slate came about. at her 10-month checkup, I found out I was pregnant again. I sent my husband flowers at work. That's how he found out. And he was like, again? Kiana's pregnancy was a little tough. We had a little toughness with her pregnancy. But again, I believe my angel came. Kiana really shouldn't be here, so she's a very special girl. Very, very special girl. To put it blunt, the cord had detached from the placenta. I should have lost her, but it reattached. My doctor said he'd never seen anything like this. He examined everything after I birthed her and figured out what had happened and why I felt like I was leaking for the entire month, because I actually was leaking amniotic fluid from the tear from where the cord had been, and then it reattached. He said it was an absolute miracle, that he'd never seen anything like it. They were worried because she came a month early. She was actually the guest of honor at her baby shower. And she was fine. She was 5'9", so she was small, but her lungs were developed, and she graduated third of her class, so she is very smart. She is probably the most intelligent person I know. And I don't mean just book smart, intelligent. She's spiritually intelligent. And I'm probably embarrassing her if she ever sees this video. She's going to kill me. But anyway, I'm going to close because I do need to get back to work. You can't really see me now, sorry. There. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, everybody. And I will let everybody know what's going on. So, keep me in your prayers. Think of me tomorrow around 3 p.m. And I will let everybody know tomorrow, probably here at the Sacred Circle. I'm hoping to have some champagne to celebrate, or something stronger to cry. If this doesn't come to pass, my whole world is going to change abruptly. And I don't want that. This is what I want. This is the life that I want to manifest. This is that important to me, everybody. This isn't about money. This isn't... Like I said, I will let everybody know, and I love you all. Have a good evening.